This looks like the cheapest Chevelle you could buy in 1969. No stripes, no SS badge, nothing. But the man who ordered it knew something the salesman didn't. This car could pull up next to a Hemi and win. Chevrolet built it on purpose. And to do it, they had to break their own rule. Stay with me, because 50 years later, nobody, not even the experts, can agree on how many of these actually exist. But to understand that car, you have to understand what changed this year. Because 1969 was the year the SS 396 died. Sort of. In 1968, the SS 396 was its own separate model. For 69, Chevrolet killed it as a model and turned it into an option box. Code Z25, $347.60. And that one change is exactly what makes this year special. Here's why. When the SS was its own model, it was just the SS. But as an option, you could check that box on almost anything, including the plainest, cheapest two-door on the lot. The 300 Deluxe, a stripped-down economy car with a big block 396 heavy-duty suspension and power front disc brakes hiding underneath. The ultimate sleeper. And hold that thought, because the plainest Chevelle of them all is where this whole story ends. That option exploded. 86,307 Chevelles left the factory wearing the SS 396 package in 1969. That is the highest it would ever be, before or after the all-time peak, right here, this year. And under the hood, you had a ladder to climb. 325 horsepower at the bottom, 350 in the middle, and the big one, 375 horsepower, the L78. Want something rarer? Bolt-on aluminum heads, the L89, and you're one of roughly 400 ever built. But here's the twist. Not one of those was the fastest Chevelle of 1969, because General Motors had a rule. No engine larger than 400 cubic inches in a mid-size car. That rule is the whole reason the SS stopped at 396. So how do you get more? Simple. You don't ask permission. Remember that plain car from the very beginning? Certain dealers found a loophole. The central office production order, a backdoor ordering system meant for fleet cars and taxis, and through it they slipped in the L72. 427 cubic inches, 425 horsepower, no badges, no stripes, nothing on the outside to warn you. From the curb, it looked like a base 300 Deluxe, and it would humiliate a Hemi. So how many were built? You'll see one number everywhere, 323. But here's the thing, nobody actually counted them. That figure comes from a paperwork gap, 323 big block cars that don't line up with an SS order. Some researchers put it as low as 210. One Chevrolet letter hinted at nearly 700 high-performance cars in the works. The truth, 50 years later, the most special Chevelle of 1969 is still a mystery. And maybe that's the most special thing about it. But not every one of those 427 Chevelle kept quiet. Take that exact same loophole, the L72 427, and hand it to one man in Pennsylvania, Don Yenko. Yenko didn't want a sleeper. He ordered 99 Chevelles, every single one starting life as a plain coupe, just like ours. And then he did the opposite of hiding it. Stripes, a blacked out grille, 427 badges right on the fender. He wanted you to know. Underneath, still the L72. Chevrolet said 425 horsepower. The NHRA looked closer and called it 450. Yenko added his own suspension package, his own wheels, his own gauges, then put his name on the tail. So out of that disputed pile of 427 Chevelle, 99 wore Yenko's badge. And today some estimates say only around 20 are left. The plain one buried its secret. The Yenko wore it like a trophy. Same engine. Two completely different legends. Let me know in the comments which of the two you prefer, the sleeper or the proud Yenko. And if you like this video, YouTube thinks you will love this next